Hey guys, Will here. So today there won't be any video to talk about some money or financial stuff. This will be more like a ranting slash complaining slash unhappy video, if I can even call that one. So what am I talking about? Basically this week while I was driving home from office, I almost got into an accident. What happened was, I have this habit of stopping in a red light, and once it turns green, I will give it like additional 2 or 3 seconds before I continue my journey. I have been brought up this way, and this is one of the habit of mine where I give some additional time for those extra cars from the opposite traffic to pass, even though sometimes, in our culture we tend to run the yellow lights and all those stuff, right? So this is what happened. I stopped on the red light, and as it turns green, I waited the extra 3 seconds like my usual habit. There's this motorcycle who was really speeding. As he's approaching the traffic light on his side, he just accelerated and speed off. And at the time, I was wondering like, wow, this guy is such a daredevil, right? I mean, he narrowly avoided the collision, like basically a few cm, probably like 1 or 2 cm, because I have already given the 3-second rule, and this guy just speed off and cut into my traffic just like that. And he's a motorcyclist, so I am really unhappy with the way that our motorcyclist in our country is actually driving, because I felt that if I don't have this rule, this 3-second rule that I have been practicing, that guy there probably would have been bleeding on the road, or probably worse than that. I felt like motorists in our country has like absolutely no patience. They cannot stop at traffic light, they cannot stop at the red light and wait for the light to turn green before continuing their journey. And I've seen this very commonly. Almost every single traffic light that I come across, that I drive past on the way to work or on the way back home, I see people doing that all the time, especially motorcyclists. Is it really difficult, or your life is just not valuable to wait the extra like few seconds or 1 minute before continuing the journey? Even more so when we are talking about motorcyclists who are in the food delivery service or something like that, like Grab or Food Panda. They are like rushing to get to the next delivery, or they want to speed up the time where they get the order or something. I'm not too sure what is their strategy, but I felt like, even though no matter how much you think you can do or how much you try to rush, I felt as if like you have to be patient, and the red light is there for something, is to protect not just yourself but other people, the other road users as well. My advice to most drivers out there, especially if you're driving a car, if you do not have that 2 or 3-second rule, I would strongly advise that you actually start practicing this one, because if I never had that rule, the accident wouldn't have been prevented. And motorcyclists in our country, they are like the king of the road, right? Any accidents that is involving motorcycles and something bigger than that, like car or trailer or pickup truck, you hit them, they win. They hit you, they win. So there is no situation where you are completely defensible against your action. So if the someone is like my scenario, he runs the red light even though my side of the traffic is green, they will still win the case because they are the smaller vehicle. I guess that is the rule that we have to live with here in our country, in Malaysia. And the next thing I want to talk about is roundabouts. Oh my god, for God's sake, roundabouts. I believe every single one of us who has a driving license learn how to use a roundabout. There is a system to it. There is a way to tackle a roundabout, right? If you do not know how to tackle a roundabout, here is a diagram for you. It is very simple. It's not rocket science. Basically, a roundabout typically has 3 exits. from your side there will be 9, 12 and 3 o'clock. If you want to take a 9 o'clock exit, what you have to do is you approach the roundabout, hit your indicator to the left to signal that you want to go left, stop at the roundabout, and when you enter the roundabout, just exit 9 o'clock to your destination. If you want to go 12 o'clock, you don't have to signal. Use the second lane or the middle lane, enter a roundabout, and as you want to exit to the 12 o'clock, you just hit the indicator to the left and to tell the traffic that you want to turn off at 12 o'clock. And the same goes if your destination is at the 3 o'clock, as you approach the roundabout, signal right. And as you enter the roundabout, you signal left to indicate that you want to exit when your destination is arriving, which is the 3 o'clock exit. It's not rocket science, right? It's very simple. But somehow, in our country, everyone takes roundabout the wrong way. People on the left lane wants to go 3 o'clock. People on the right lane wants to go 9 o'clock. So you see, this is the kind of confusion that can be avoided. And these are all basic rules that you actually learn when you're in the driving school. And there is no excuse saying that, oh, I have been driving for more than 15 years, 20 years, I forgot the rules. If you forget the rules, then you should refresh your training, refresh your memory. You can just Google search or YouTube how to tackle a roundabout. I mean, that is very simple, right? It's not rocket science. So Malaysian drivers and motorists, we have to have a little bit more patience, not just towards one another, but towards your own self as well. This is for the safety of other people and yourself, right? Everyone wants to go home safe, but everyone is rushing at the same time. Something has to be compromised. Safety is not something that you want to compromise, right? At the end of the day, you want to see your loved one, you want to reach home safe. So have a little bit of patience. Stop at the red light. So yeah, that's it. This is just another rant video. We definitely have a lot to improve in terms of our road behaviors and our road safety. That's it for today. Take care, stay safe on the road, and I'll see you in the next one.